As you very rightly said, that a big operation has been launched by the central government agencies for busting out these illegally imported cars with a very specific reason. The specific reason is that, one, it causes a revenue loss to the government. That is what the simple layman people understand, that it will cause a loss because the import duty on importing of cars is 110%, which brings in a lot of revenue. But that's just not the case. It's little different here. The bigger agencies are involved because it has other illegal causes, that is smuggling. The smuggling happens mostly through the northeastern border states. Now, what are the types of smuggling which is happening? You know, gold is cheap in Bhutan, so importing of illegal gold is coming through Bhutan. So that way, these cars are being used to counterfeit currencies. These cars are used in counterfeit currencies. Now you can ask me as to why any car can be used, but why are you simply targeting Bhutan cars? It's because these cars cannot be tracked. That's the simple reason why these cars are being imported for doing illegal activities. Now, there are terror funding activities which is going on. So let us imagine a situation where you cannot bring money through Hawala network to India. So what you simply do is you bring out a car in Bhutan which is very less rigorous than bringing in money to India. So what you simply do is you bring in a car, bring that car from Bhutan to India, you sell it off at a cheap price, and indirectly your money has been recovered by not bringing it through Hawala network but some other network. So this is a new route which has been sought after route which is being tried out by the smugglers. That's the point. So first, what the seizing authority would do is will send you a notice. When a notice is being sent, you're supposed to reply for it. They can seize the vehicle as a temporary measure unless and until you explain to them as to you have not done any illegal activity, that will be seized with them. If you have imported it with all legal measures, then you can actually apply for a provisional release of the vehicle. That is under 110A of the Customs Act. So you don't have to you don't have to worry about it. But if you have imported that car illegally, you have forged documents through other state registration departments by using bogus measures, then of course the customs has every right to confiscate the vehicle. And once the confiscation is done, there is no question of remission or releasing of the vehicle after payment of import duty. No, that's not the case here. The vehicle will be confiscated, penalties can be imposed upon you, and it can also bring up to 7 years of imprisonment. So first thing, if you have imported a car by such means through these countries, then of course you will have to face a big legal consequence, that the vehicle will be confiscated. Of course a penalty will be imposed, and thereafter it will also come with a legal repercussion of an imprisonment, because a criminal proceeding will also be initiated against you, because this is a big picture now. It's not a small time importing of a illegal car. No, it's not that. It is now a big picture where trafficking is involved, counterfeit currencies are involved, Hawala networks are involved, and NIA has come in specifically for this reason, that it impacts the economic security and the national security of the country. So here in this case, in all these cases where the raids have been conducted by the Customs Department, now it is only on the basis of a prima facie information. Now they'll have to, the owners of the car have to prove that they have not done any illegal activity, or had they purchased the vehicle, it is not by their intention, or it is by they were defrauded. So they have to prove their bona fides. If they do not prove their bona fides, then of course legal repercussions will follow, and of course you can be arrested. If an allegation comes in that you have personally imported the vehicle, where you were personally involved, you had the full knowledge and consent for such an act. Okay. So money laundering is a very serious issue, because all the criminal activities happen through money laundering. Now let us imagine a situation that a fund is to be transferred from India to abroad for illegal activities. Then of course it is done through money laundering, because you evade taxes, you take the money down from the under the noses of the government officials. And when money is to be brought in India, especially through these cars, I said earlier that these cars can be sold in India, proceeds of crime can be generated, and that money can be used for other activities. So this is a very serious issue. Yeah. So when it comes to money laundering, Prevention of Money Laundering Act will come. so which is a very serious offence. I'll tell you a situation where if you're arrested under PMLA Act, then there are twin conditions which apply. So in order to get a bail, you have to overcome twin conditions, which is close to, we would say, impossible. So it is a very difficult task to get a bail in a PMLA offence. So PMLA is a very serious offence. Please do not import cars from these type of dealers who you find to be very dubious. One. Second, there are legal methods of importing cars where you have to pay duty, of course. But of course, if you don't want to spend so much of money, there are other channels like Dubai where you can actually bring your car for a period of 6 months and then extend it for another 6 months. You can use it for a year and then you import it back. So there are other remedies of using luxury cars in India when you don't want to spend so much of money on a car. So imagine a situation where a Land Cruiser is available for an amount of rupees 2 crores in India, whereas 60 lakhs in Dubai. You always wish, had I been in Dubai, I could have afforded a Land Cruiser. So 60 lakh rupees car you can import in India. What is the cost? 10 lakh rupees. And 5 lakh rupees which you can deposit with the government of Dubai, which you can get it back. So there are other methods also. So instead of going into these dubious activities of getting cheap cars, it can give you short-term enjoyment or satisfaction, but at a longer note, you will be prosecuted, you will be punished, and you will regret for the rest of your life. Dealers are very well aware about the fact that these kind of risks are involved, especially to the security of the country. But for some profit, for a profit of 3-4 lakh rupees, they put the lives of people at risk. They put the lives of the whole nation at risk, which cannot be compromised with. These dealers who are actually jeopardizing the future of many should be handled with greater precaution. A car which has been illegally imported cannot be insured. So imagine a situation where somebody meets with an accident with these heavy vehicles. One accident and then your life is gone. So when you claim for an insurance, there is no insurance for the vehicle. Who will pay for that life? Where will the compensation come from? Obviously the person who has brought this car to evade paying of taxes, do you think he will pay this money?
You can't even track them.
Yes.
No ownership documents or nothing.
Even if they run away, you cannot even track him. You don't have ownership vehicles of the number. You don't have a chassis number. In India, they can be tracked. Indian vehicles numbers can be tracked. But foreign vehicles who we do not have any track record of cannot be tracked. So a person can easily fled away and just go away by killing somebody.